Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The End We Start From, starring Jodie Comer, Benedict Cumberbatch, and I believe Mark Strong, I think I saw in that mix. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Heart in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, there's a big disaster in this film, but they don't tell you what it is. I think it's a flood of some kind, but they don't really explain it in the trailer. I think they probably should. Kind of would help focus the movie and the trailer a little bit. But I think that's Mark Strong there. It's kind of hard to tell. But Benedict Cumberbatch is in it too, although he's not the star. Jodie Comer is. And so Jodie, let's read the credits. Where is it? Here we go. January 19th. Oh my God, I can't read these credits. Let's see. Based on the novel by Megan Hunter, written by Alice Birch, directed by Mahalia Bello. So let's see. Is Mark Strong? Yeah, with Mark Strong and Benedict Cumberbatch. So they're making cameos, essentially extended cameos. That's what it says with. But Jodie is clearly the star, and it starts out normal times. She meets a guy. They fall in love. They have a baby. I guess maybe they get married or they're living together. And then the flood happens. It just happens. As you can see, it just burst through the window one day. Seems odd. But I guess her boyfriend or husband is killed or missing, and she's trying to find him or get back to him with the baby. Because I think it happens while she's at her mother's place, somewhere away from civilization. So it's about her going back, I think, but doesn't really explain or why you would risk your child's life to go back to find him. Why wouldn't you leave the kid with your mother? But then, is this? I can't tell. Is that a kid or a woman? Seems like she has the kid in tow the whole time. See, here she is with her mother. I think this is post-flood, but maybe it's not. I don't know. It looks very melodramatic. I'll say that. Looks very much focused on Jodie. But beyond that, I can't say too much because the trailer, other than showing a shot like this, doesn't really explain what the movie is. I think it's a love story about her trying to get back to her husband in a terrible time. But it's a little unclear if is it how the flood happens, number one. Is she on her own? I don't know. This is a very Terminator shot, by the way. Remember that from Sarah Connor? The Terminator, no! Maybe that's on purpose. I don't know. So, really guessing here. First act, she meets her husband. They fall in love, blah, blah, blah. Life is rolling out great until one day, boom, flood for some reason. She can't get a hold of her husband, and she needs to find him. So, I guess because it's called The End We Start From, she tries to go to find him. And she has many trials and tribulations because she just had a baby not too long ago. And in the end, I don't know, she meets Mark Strong and Benedict Cumberbatch on the way. Does she find her husband or not? It seems kind of depressing. I'm guessing no. but somehow she survives. Or maybe it's not about that at all. Maybe it's just about her surviving. Maybe it's about her getting out of the city and away from all the terribleness that this disaster provided. I don't know. But there's going to be a lot of screaming. I can tell you that. Lots of screaming. Lots of drama and feelings. You know, it doesn't hurt to have a focus for your trailer. It just doesn't. You know, are you giving away anything? Okay, there's a big surprise ending at the end. That's fine. But, you know, one of the salient points in this would be, what exactly is the disaster? Right? Did a meteor hit? You know, it's based on a book. Now, you might say, oh, it might be a part of the plot that they don't know. Then that should be in there, right? There should be that line. You know the line's in there. It's one of two things. Either it's a newscaster going, oh, the flood is from the meteor is affecting everyone. Or it's another line like, we don't know what caused the flood. I think you need that in the trailer to sell it to people. Otherwise, they're just kind of like, oh, I guess there's a flood. You know, it's kind of a big deal. It kind of overshadows her romance. Is her husband dead? That's another big one. You know, those scenes all might be in flashback of her meeting her husband and all that. That's fine. And maybe you don't want to give that away. In which case, you shouldn't make the boyfriend or husband a super focus of the trailer. He shouldn't really be in it. You know, if you don't want to give that away, I wouldn't put him in it at all. Because then you're misleading people. Then people watching this might be like, oh, it's a romance and disaster movie combined. And granted, you have people who've read the book and they're like, oh, I've read the book. I know what it is. That's not everybody, though. And that's not enough to sustain a movie necessarily. You need the basics. And the basics in any movie trailer is, why do we see this and what are the stakes? What are the stakes here? It could be her baby's survival. It could be her and her baby's survival. It could be the disaster is bad, but it's not that bad, and she's trying to get back with her husband, who thinks she's dead or something like that. It could be a lower stakes thing. It could be the end of the world. And there you have to, I don't know, get to a spaceship. Maybe the flood only hit the UK. And they're trying to get to Europe or mainland Europe or the United States. But you should give a little sense of that. You don't have to give it all away, but give a little bit of a sense of why. Why she's running around, why she's at this fence. Is the government shutting everything down? Did the government cause the flood? You know? And, I don't know, burying Mark Strong and Benedict Cumberbatch in the trailer is probably not a good idea either. You put them in the movie. You might as well put them in the forefront of the damn thing. I know you don't want to mislead people to think they're starring in it, but you put them in there. So what's the sense of just showing glimpses of them? The whole point of putting them in there so you can put their names on the trailer. So would I see this? You know, I would need a hard recommendation from a reliable source. Probably not. It's not my kind of movie. Unless there's like a cool disaster thing that maybe is unique, you know? Maybe if a lot of people said it was amazing, sure. It doesn't look poorly made. It's just the trailer's not really telling me enough. It's not selling me on the movie. So, but then again, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel for trailers. This is a tough week for trailers. Not too many. I had to go back a month to find this one. Anyhow, that's it for me. Tony D and Little Joe. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more-based takes. If you can find a more-based take, I say take it. I will be at the, where am I going? Oh, right. The Hamilton Mall in Mays Landing, New Jersey at Level Up Entertainment Saturday from 12 to 5. It's going to be a great signing. It was a great signing last time. If you haven't been in that mall in a while, the 80s are alive and well in South Jersey. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.